being, Pacific Islander, being Polynesian. Storytelling is how we've passed on our histories and our legacies. Being able to capture that very authentically has been the core of my mission. Back in the day when they sent missionaries to all the islands from like Samoa, Tonga, Fiji, Tahiti, the stories that were passed on where the missionaries promised all the families that if they sacrificed and left their homes and came here to help build the Laie temple, that their families would be blessed generationally. I think like a lot of like the blessings that I've received have come from what they were promised back in like the early 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. My name's Talia Thompson. I grew up here in Laie, Hawaii, and I am a sports and cultural filmmaker. Welcome to my world. My mom is full Samoan. She was born in Samoa, grew up in Carson, California. My dad is Afghasi, so he's half Irish and then a quarter Hawaiian and a quarter Samoan. Grew up in San Francisco. There's kind of like a funny joke, like Bay Area, LA, there's like a rivalry there. So when they got together, like, it was like the Bay meets LA kind of, love story. And I'm the oldest of 4. So I have a sister, a younger brother, and then another younger sister, and we all play sports. The family dynamic is very sports-centric, especially like American football. Just growing up here in Laie, in the North Shore of Hawaii, the Kahuku Red Raiders are like the identity of the community. Faith family football is like the core pillars here in the North Shore. So we're here at Laie Park. This park obviously just looks very bare, but most like kids that grow up in Laie, especially Kahuku Ha'ula, your athletic journey career starts here. So like volleyball, football. This is where I started like playing basketball, volleyball. Like my brother started football here. A lot of professional athletes have come from this little square of a place.
Aloha. My name is Keith Laie, and I'm from the island of Oahu.
Laie, Hawaii is on the North Shore of the island of Oahu. It's a special place to me personally because back in the day, there were about 5 or 6 Samoan families that converted to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and my Leota side was one of those Samoan families. They migrated here and they helped build the Laie temple. A lot of the families that come here, whether they're from Fiji or Tahiti or New Zealand, Samoa, Tonga, wherever, it's like multi-generational families. It's just very, very community-based. It's a very special place to me. So at like a pretty young age, my dad, he noticed that I was good at consuming media content, most especially through sports and football. He introduced me to Sports Illustrated magazines, where he would assign homework pieces to me, so I'd have to read profile pieces on athletes. A couple years later, my parents gifted me my first camera, this little pink camera recorder. So I kind of naturally just started mixing the medias together, becoming a sports filmmaker. I'm currently in the final stages of my first feature film documentary called Pacific Roots, Our Football Legacy. It stars Jesse Sapolu, who's a 4-time Super Bowl champion, with features and appearances from a lot of the heavy hitters within the Polynesian football community. Yeah, the process has been a long one. 2018 was when I started it. And 2022 was a heavy production year. 2023 was the year that I landed my first investor. And then leading into, from 2023 to now, it's just grown in an exponential rate in ways that something like this hasn't technically been done before. I didn't grow up seeing anybody that looked like me doing what I'm doing right now. I tried not to put restrictions on myself, even though I already knew that they technically existed. obviously being woman, a woman of color. And then I think the biggest challenge actually has been my age. So I think a lot of people weren't taking me seriously. Totally, I recognize all of those challenges, but I knew I had to do it because there was a generation of storytellers that were just like me that needed somebody to kind of just like step through the threshold. I think when you have parents and a family that give you confidence and make you feel safe, that makes it very easy to bulldoze through all the negativity or all the setbacks. They taught me how to be very proud of my heritage. So I think like it's not something that I can separate. I want to make sure that our stories are being told correctly. And I want people to understand like that their histories and their legacies and their culture plays into who they are as an athlete. So people can expect a lot of sports and cultural films from my production company.